Maha, your sister,
Yes.
you guys are incredibly close.
We are.
You run a business together, and
Yes.
where have you always been like that?
Well, there's like a 4.5 year gap between us. So for a long time, I guess, in our childhood, you know, she was my annoying younger sister. You know,
Yeah.
like she wanted to do all the things I wanted to do. I felt like she was kind of an embarrassment and I didn't want to be around her and stuff. I think it was only when we got older, you know.
Yeah.
And then maybe when we started working, you know, we'd drive into work together every day. And then I really started to appreciate, I guess, how different she was to me and how, you know, the balance that she brings to me and the truth and the honesty that she'll give me and of course the support, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I think as we've gotten older, that bond has just gotten stronger and stronger.
Yeah.
And then I think working together has cemented it because now obviously I see her and speak to her more than ever, you know, like we've always been close and yes, we'd always have dinner and go out and go for walks or whatever, or we've got lots of mutual friends. But then when you work together, it's like this, I don't know, it's the bond is maybe even stronger.
Either way, because people say don't work with your family or your friends. I wouldn't have it any other way though.
Isn't it the best?
Yeah.
Isn't it the best?
Yeah.
I was a bit nervous, like even though it was my idea, like I was like, we should do this. I think it would be really fun.
So how did your idea, when did you guys go, let's work together? And
I had just finished, I was still in my treatment for cancer and I had just done my first surgery for cancer, and so I'd done all my chemo and I had just done this first surgery and I was sort of lying there in hospital thinking, wonder what I'm going to do, like how will I feel at the end of this? If I survive, do I want to work? Maybe I don't want to work at all. What do I want to do? Do I want to go back to TV? How do I feel? And I had this like long kind of, I guess, heart to heart with myself, you know, like what kind of person am I? Maybe, you know, if I want to make a change, now's the time and I can reevaluate what's important to me. And I was like, you know what, I do want to work. I am somebody who gets a lot of personal satisfaction from working. And I was like, and I do want to go back to my TV job. I love that, you know. And then I was like, and I want to do something else. And Maha and I had spoken a long time about wanting to do something together, but I guess our paths just never aligned. You know, I was in finance for a long time, then I made the switch to TV. She was in human resources. So we kind of never really had anything that we could do together.
Right.
And then I was like, you know what, I really want to do a website. I want to do something that's true to us. You know, that's very much like we're all about Lux for Less. That's very much everything that that's our life, right? Like if you ask me where's that from, I'm like, oh, this is from Target, or that's from Kmart, this is from some cheap shop that I found that's like in the corner down the alleyway behind the Thai takeaway, you know, that's who we are, you know. I was like, that could be fun, you know. And I rang her and I was like, I've got this idea, I think we should do this business together. And she was like, are you on medication? Aren't you in the hospital? And I was like,
I'm on a lot.
Yes, I'm still here. And she was like, oh my goodness. And she's like, look, focus on getting better. Let's just get you better. And then let's reevaluate. So then when treatment was finished and I got the all clear, I was like, well, I reckon we should do something. She's like, yeah, I'm in, you know.
Yeah, great.
And that's almost 4.5 years.
Right. And in your business, do you have really different roles? Do you cross over a lot?
Yeah, we cross over heaps. And I think the thing that has worked for us is not having a set role. Like as the business has changed, so have we. Like in the beginning when it was literally just her and I, and we had Sarah who worked with us who was a couple of days a week. So it was like, you just did everything. So it was like, okay, we would sit at my dining room table and we would write content, we would find pictures, you know, and so that's what you did. We don't do that anymore because now somebody else does that. So the roles have changed and we're really fluid about it. And I think we're honest as also with each other about that's not your strength. I will do that, or you do this, and we don't take anything personally. I think that's the other thing is that we say to each other, you're really shit at that.
Yeah.
And the other person goes, yeah, I am.
How
and
refreshing.
It's like, there's no point getting upset because, don't feel protective because there's no shortage of stuff to do.
Yeah,
like, it's like,
course,
it's kind of like, you know, sometimes in a job you feel really protective over like what's yours. I think maybe when you have a business, you're not as protective because you're like, you know what, there is so much stuff here to do. There's no shortage of things on the to-do list. Don't worry if that one's not your strength. See all these other things, take your pick. You'll be busy for hours and days and weeks and months and years. There's plenty of jobs.